We are on our way to Pebbly Beach Campground, located about an hour's drive from Coffs Harbour. This has been on our bucket list for so long, so we are so excited to have finally visited. We used the Willy Weather app to check the tides. You can either read it in a graph form or it can tell you when the next upcoming low or high tide is. I just find that it was quite accurate and easy to understand. Once you're past Coffs Harbour, you take the Solitary Islands Way exit and follow the road along there for about 9.5 kilometres until you reach Barcoogere Way. From there, it's about a 30-minute drive along the dirt road to reach the beach. We had to go through a small puddle of water, but I do think after a bit of rain this road would get quite wet. After you go through these gates, there's a right-hand turn that you have to make to go to Pebbly. If you keep going straight, it takes you through to Station Creek. Here there's a few rubbish bins where you can dump your rubbish. Make sure you take something to store your rubbish in because there aren't any bins at the Pebbly campground. We pulled into a small area just off the side of the road to let our tyres down, but there is another little bit closer to the beach if this one's full that you can let your tyres down at. So we use the Camp Boss tyre deflators, which have been absolutely amazing. You just wind them out to what pressure you want and they cut off once they reach that amount. The last little track to the beach is pretty rocky and bumpy, so make sure you've got everything locked in. It is a pretty tidal beach, but because you can only cross the spit at low tide, there was always plenty of beach to drive on when we went. The sand's pretty hard as well, except for the entrance to the spit. You just have to go up over a small hill, and where people have driven can get quite soft. Once we got there, we did a quick walk of the spit before crossing in the car, and it didn't end up going past our knee. If you follow the sandbanks and just take your time, it's really not that bad at all. We got there about half an hour to 40 minutes before low tide, and it was totally fine. Finally into the campground. It was pretty quiet when we got there, but we did arrive on a Thursday. It seems like the first few sites booked out the quickest because they're quite big and there isn't a dune blocking the view to the beach. We were down on site 45, which we really liked. We had our own little track to the beach and it was quite protected in the corner. Little Brooklyn was sound asleep when we arrived. She loves to sleep in the car, which made getting set up nice and easy. So for the booking, we used the New South Wales Parks app, which made it so easy to book. You can download it on your phone. It has all of the New South Wales National Park camping sites on it. So it was $24 per site per night, but you also have to get a park entry fee. So this is either $8 for every single day that you will be within the national park, even if you're leaving or arriving on that day, or you can get an annual pass if you're planning on going to a few throughout the year, and that's $190. The amenities here have been recently refurbished and are probably some of the cleanest long drop toilets that we've come across. It is only toilets, so no showers. So we use the Companion AquaHeat water heater. It's just from BCF. It's been great. You can just set your temperature and it runs off a rechargeable battery and just a small gas bottle that screws into the back. From what I can see online, it lasts about an hour to 2 hours. This was our first trip using it though, so we still aren't sure how long it's going to last for us. We have the kick-ass shower tent and the drifter floor just to keep our feet clean. My main thing for this trip was to make sure we had some sort of heater because I knew it was going to get really cold and there are no powered sites. So Chris hooked up a diesel heater and it did end up getting down to 3 degrees minimum each night with wind. So I'm so glad we had that set up. We ran it for about 12 hours straight every single night and it lasted for the 3 nights. If you have a look, I've got a before and an after of our 3 nights of how much diesel we ended up using. There are plenty of rock fishing spots at each end of the beach, so Chris went out for a little bit one day. He had no luck. The people next to us said that they were able to catch a few fish sort of in the afternoon or early morning. You can fish along the beach as well, but we didn't do that. Now I tried to get it on video. I'm not sure if you can see it very well, but the sky was absolutely gorgeous. There were so many stars out. It was insane. Considering we were there in June, we had such gorgeous weather. It did get cold overnight, but through the day we were in t-shirt, shorts, contemplated swimming but didn't swim, but it was so stunning. We were lucky enough to spot some dolphins playing around just off the rocks. The whales were making their way up the coast at this time of year, but I think we're about 2 weeks too early to spot them because they were down in Newcastle at this time, but the dolphins were really cute to see. Anyway, finally time for us to pack up and leave on Sunday, back through the Spit and along the beach. This is a campsite we will definitely be back to and highly recommend. Keep an eye out for our next adventure. If you like this video, hit the subscribe button. Let us know in the comments if you've been to Pebbly Beach, what you thought, if there's anywhere that you would recommend for us to go. We'd love to hear it. Bye.